and welcome to the third episode of the DLF Podcast, Dreams, Love, Faith by Cierra Janelle. This is a very special episode called Dreams Turning into Reality, and I have my good friend, writer, actor, creator, Praise Mcnealy.
Hi, how you guys doing today?
And today we're going to be getting into just all about him and how he turned his dreams and thoughts into a reality, and his dedication, hard work, and commitment to what he loves to do and his passion every day.
Yeah.
Say yeah. So Praise, tell people who you are, what you love to do, and how, I guess, you turn your dreams into a reality.
My name is Praise Mcnealy. I am an actor. Do I want to say my age? I am
yes.
old enough.
17.
I'm 17. I am an actor out of Brooklyn, New York, and yeah, I started acting when I was 10. I had my own radio syndicated show on the radio, Dick Berry, United Stations. So that's kind of how I got into it. And first it was like comedy, it wasn't acting, but that's how I made my money when I was young. Then when I moved here to Charlotte, I kind of got into the scene of theater, and that's when I met Cierra, and we built on the bond that we have. And yeah, when I got into theater, it was just a lot of cast bonding and meeting new people, and just it expanded what I wanted to do. And then now I'm starting to do more on screen, more film things, and that's how it's been since my sophomore year of high school.
Would you say you're a theater kid now, or?
I'm a kid that does
theater. There we go, because there's a difference.
Definitely.
Yeah. Okay, so recently we've been working on a project called Loverboy, and it started off as a short film, Loverboy, like the short film, now, and then like Loverboy the film, and now it's like Loverboy the movie, because
you can't call it a short film anymore.
It's not short at all. So tell them how, this was like a thought that you came to us about, to like, I need someone to write, like, just tell them about that thought and how it's a whole movie.
When I was chilling in the crib, quarantine of course, it kind of brought out the best of me and my abilities, because I was learning how to think outside of the box, because I was in the box. So it was like, okay, I'm not doing theater, I'm not doing anything, so what can I do to make something?
Content.
I didn't know if I could curse.
Yeah.
But I was
don't
like,
curse.
Okay. If I can make stuff happen. And so when I was going through that, I had a podcast interview with our good friend Tyler.
Mm-hmm.
And I was talking to Tyler on the podcast about how, like, it's okay to cry as a man, and it's okay to show your emotions as a man.
Mm-hmm.
And if you can't do that, then like what's good to your personality? What's really like pushing you to be something, or pushing you to be more connected with your peers, or connected to your significant other? Because if she can't break down, or if he can't break down that barrier, then what's the point?
Yeah.
And so when we were talking about that, it was just like, we're definitely gonna make a short film. And I hit up Tyler, and I was like, we have to make a short film. We have to do something that's outside of the theater program, and just something that's gonna take everybody, and just like, dang, this has a lesson. It has toxic masculinity. It has this and that. Is the connection with his dad, the connection with his best friend, the connection with the girl that he thinks is the girl of his dreams, and it's just a lot going on. And when I hit him up, I was like, we have to do this. We have to make sure that this happens. And then when he was like, let's do it, I hit up Cierra, I hit up our good friend Kate, and some other people, and I was like, we need to write this and
make it happen.
Make it happen. And then I figured out the name of Loverboy, because I knew it. I wanted a story to be basically surrounded by me, and how I was always taught to love and how to show love. So I don't know any other way. So it's like, Loverboy. And it was like, I've had people ask me, is that like a nickname that people call you? No, it's just something I came up with. So.
And initially, like, when you came to me about it, and I was like, I was 100% in for sure. Like, yes, it's something you want to do. I'm supporting it for sure.
Yeah.
But I thought it was going to be called like The Simp or like something cheesy. I don't know.
Yeah.
And just hearing like Loverboy, like it had a ring to it. So I was
Yeah.
like, I think this is.
And that's what a lot of people say that. A lot of people say
it has a good ring
like,
to it.
Loverboy has a ring to it.
And so like you want to talk to them about like our process of writing. I know we had our schedules were definitely
made up on the go.
Yeah, on the go.
Scheduling was made up on the go. Writing was, everything was made up on the go.
Yeah.
The filming was made up
Nothing
on the go.
was set in stone.
Everything is made up on the go.
It's still made up on the go. Yeah.
But writing, the process of writing was super up and down.
Yeah.
It's just a whole bunch, like, just going through life. And when you go through life, you do have ups and downs. So it's really just like, you have to sit down and tell yourself, hey, this is what I want, and this is what I have to do to get here. And so when we first started writing, it was beautiful. The connection, it was scene one, scene
laughs
two.
Were happening, everything.
We started like writing it out, and then when we got into middle of it, like actually writing down scenes, because before we did like a breakdown of what we wanted to happen. Right. But now when we were actually like writing down scenes, it was super hard for me mentally. Yeah. And like if you know me, or if you know my character, I deal with like anxiety and a lot of other stuff. So it was really hard for me to pick myself up, and it got really hard for me to pick myself up during filming too. Yeah. Because when you're doing all those when you're doing everything, when you have a hand in everything, you do get mentally tired. And it's your thing, so like people are gonna count on you to do everything and a lot, and expect a lot from you. Yeah, and it was just a lot. Yeah. And when we were writing, I was going through some stuff, some relationship stuff. Yeah. And it was just a lot of that. And then when I got past that, and I got past all of that, we just went head on, and we just went for it. Then we finished writing in like 4 or 5 weeks. I went through it. It wasn't long at all. It didn't take long, and that was crazy because we didn't think that the film was gonna be long at all. I was like 30 minutes, 25 if we hit it, but now it's long. Yeah. Pause. Yeah, no, not like that. But I think definitely people think it happens overnight, and it doesn't at all. Yeah, it did take a lot. It does not happen overnight. It did take a lot. Yeah, like you can't just sit, I'm gonna write it one day, next day I'm gonna film, edit the next day, boom, it's out. Yeah. Like it's a process, and I think patience is what you definitely learned over the time. And it's just about being patient, because like the title, Dreams Turning into Reality, it was a thought that's turning into reality more than a dream. Like, you know what I mean? Like your dream is to be an actor, to create, to write, you know, but this was a thought that turned into something that's like real now. Yeah, and it was definitely not overnight. And that's what I had to teach myself, because I really, if it was up to me, this movie would have been out. Like if I wanted to do it the way I first did it, and like how I got into it, and how I was like, okay, this is how I want to do it. I want you to film this, and I want my friend to edit it, and I want this to happen. It wouldn't have been good. Yeah, because you can't just put out anything. And that's what I learned too. You can't put out anything. You have to put it out. If you're gonna put it out, make sure it's out the right way. And that's what my father tells me. Yeah. So it's like you have to learn patience when you're dealing with other people, and when you're on other people's time, and when you're not paying them, and you're not doing this and you're not doing that. But when people are giving you up their time, you have to be patient. Like with the whole filming process, I had patience, and then when we started to like run into some editing errors, I was done. Out of it, or I was knocked out. But it was like, it definitely didn't happen overnight. When I first started writing Loverboy, I was like, yo, this has to happen on February 14th. This has to come out on February 14th. It is February, what, 20th? I don't even know what date it is. It's like February 20th, and my movie won't come out until later down the line. Yeah. And I'm fine with that, because now I know, like, it takes time. Yeah. And it takes just everything in you and you can't shut down. You can't shut down on your project, because if you shut down, then everybody's gonna see that you shut down, and it's like, oh.
And I don't think you would have been able to shut down, because your support system, like your team, your people around you, especially like your dad, like pushing you, you know, it just wouldn't have happened.
Yeah, and it was like, I literally sat down and had a conversation with my dad, and he was like, yo, he was asking me if I really wanted to do this and if it was really my passion. And I hate that. And I hate when someone questions if I can do something. So, like me being the worker that I am and the hard worker that I am, when someone questions if I can do something, he literally sat down in my face and was like, yo, I don't think this is your passion, because if this was,
you wouldn't be acting the way you're acting.
Yeah. And I was like, yo, like, okay. And then next day, we filmed the next day, and I was tired and hopes were lost, and I was just not, it was more people on set. It was just a lot.
More cameras, lights,
more lights.
And that's you being real, because that could be pressuring too.
Yeah.
You know?
And it was just like a lot more people, and it took a lot more to get it done. But when we did sit down and have that scene where it was like more powerful, I definitely did show up. And I feel as if I did show up. And that all stemmed back from me being questioned. Like, if you're like,
you show that you can do it.
Because I'm the type of person that's like, I'm really not going to talk.
I'm going to show you better than I can really, tell you.
I can't.
Isn't that what they say? I'm going to show you better than I'm going to tell you. Yeah.
But it was a lot. Going through it was a lot. If you are an actor and if you're watching this, or if you're listening to it, yo, you have to have patience.
And that was a lot, like, of some of the questions, like, what advice do you have for aspiring actors?
Yeah.
And I know I talked about in my first episode to just do it. Like, someone asked me the other day, I was doing an interview, they asked me, what advice would you give for someone who wants to do a podcast? Because they were like, I don't know anyone else is doing what you're doing. And I mentioned Kate, you know, Tyler, like, they did it, you know, consistently. They're pushing it out. They were pushing it out, and they published, you know, like, promoted it well, everything. And I was just like, my advice would be to just do it. Like, support system is key. Like, and I said in my first episode, like, my mom is my biggest supporter, and she pushed it so much. And I just think even if you don't have the equipment, you don't have the lights, the camera, like whatever,
or the support system,
literally pull out your phone and just do it.
Yeah.
You can literally do it that way. Even if it's 10,000 people looking at it, 100 or 1, like, you can do it, because someone's gonna listen to it. Someone's gonna relate to it.
Definitely. And that's just like, if you do it, don't worry about how many people is looking at it.
It's not even about the views or the listens or anything. Yeah.
If you are doing it, you wouldn't care if anyone was looking at it. It's like, if you need something, if something is your passion, and if you need something your passion is something that you cannot breathe without, or something that you cannot live without. Like, you have to do that. So if you feel as if that's really you, and you really want to do that, and that's your passion, and you want to go out there and make that podcast, or you want to be an actor, or you want to be on a big screen or whatever, you have to do it.
Yeah.
Regardless. And like, that was like, that goes back to when I did Monologue Mondays.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't matter. Because once people see it on their phone, or once people can look it up, or once people can Google or whatever, it's real to them.
Yeah.
So you really don't have a lot to prove to your peers. That's what I noticed. I'm not trying to prove anything to
anyone else.
I'm not trying to prove anything to Cierra. I'm not trying to prove anything to anyone in the theater department. I'm trying to better my life and better my situation. So it's like, when you stop thinking about that, and that's what I had to do with Loverboy, because I wanted to get it out just so everyone can see it.
Hear the reactions.
Yeah, I like just so I can be on that mental high of like, oh, I did it,
Yeah, and that's what I had to stop thinking about too. I was like, you can't
do it like that, because if you do it like that, it's not gonna last.
Because when it dies down,
then now you don't have anything. Now everybody's looking at you like, yo, well, you put yourself there, and now it's like, what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
So now it was just like, when you do get the idea, or when you do process and do what you need to do, just wait. You have to wait and make sure that everything is in line. Because once everything's in line, then you're good. You're straight. But if you just put something out and just have the whole world to see, then you're not doing it. You're not doing it right.
Yeah.
You're doing it, but you're not doing it right.
And even with this podcast, like I was like, I'm not doing it for likes. I'm not doing it for views or a pat on the back. Like I'm doing it because I feel like inspiration and encouragement to other people is important, you know, and especially with like me being in so many leadership positions, leadership positions, like, you know, senior class president, let me toot my horn real quick, senior class president, drum club president, natural popular demand, like I can go on, right? But it's not, it's not about that because yes, I'm in a lot of people's faces. The cameras are in front of me, and it's been like that since I was like 10. Yeah. So it's kind of hard to go away from having that congratulations every time you do something. But with this, I did not want it to just be like, good job. Like it was an expectation of, yeah, she's doing something else. Like, no, I'm doing something else, but it's set apart from anything that I've done before, you know? So, and I want it to be distinct and different. Even though a lot of people do podcasts, but it's not mine. You know what I mean? So it's just not for the applause or the congratulations or the pat on the back. It's because I wanted to make sure that there's a platform out there.
Yeah, and that's an important thing because she said, it's not mine. A lot of people are doing what you do. Mm-hmm. There's going to be a lot of people, like, there's nothing new. Mm-hmm. So that's what I had to tell myself. When I was acting, it was like, oh, everybody wants to act. Praise you.
Or posting monologues, posting themselves sing, whatever.
Like, everybody does that. Mm-hmm. But the difference between theirs and mine is that every time you see Praise Mcnealy, you're going to see something good. It don't matter. And I can't use the words to express that, but every time you see me, it's going to be something good. Mm-hmm. And that's not me being cocky, and it's okay to say that, because if you mean that, then that's what you need to say, and that's what you need to get across. Yeah. Because a lot of people think, oh, that's cocky, but I'm going to be honest, bro, I've been humble for so long. Because I can really do it to y'all. Yeah. And it's crazy, but I really can. Like, I can upload a monologue tomorrow, and in my world, it just quieted everything. Yeah. But it might not be that big to everybody else, but in my world, it lets y'all know
you're working.
I'm him.
Yeah.
So it's like, but when you are doing stuff, you have to know that everybody is doing it. Everybody is working, and they might be working before you, and they might be working after you. That's why, that's one of the big reasons why I don't go to sleep. I don't go to sleep because there's if you think about it, there's people waking up when you are asleep.
Yeah, people are working when you're sleeping.
And that just don't sit right with me.
You would be working all the time.
Yeah, if that's not you, then okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
Like, Cierra's down by 7:35.
Yeah, 6:30 on a good day.
7:35. Yeah. But me, 3 a.m. If I'm not doing anything, at least I'm up and I'll promote. Or at least I'm up and I'm seeing what everybody else is doing. Mm-hmm. Or at least I'm up and I'm in the group chat yo, bro, when we going, what's the next thing, you know?
Ahead of the game, basically.
Yeah. So it's really just when you're not doing something, make sure that you are doing something. Mm-hmm. If it's not, I don't act all the time.
Yeah, you have a life.
Yeah. I have a life. Praise Mcnealy is the actor. Mm-hmm. Praise Colleen Mcnealy is the person.
Yeah.
And that is me. That's wholeheartedly me. Praise Colleen Mcnealy is just me. That's when you can get everything out of me. My feelings, I don't talk about those. But when I'm vulnerable to you, you can get that. Yeah. And so right now it's basically just
Yeah.
I forgot. But yeah, everything I said was the truth.
But no, you're right. Because, like, you're always promoting, like,
Yeah.
for example, like, if it's my stuff, you're always posting it out.
Yeah.
Or, like, send me this, you know, whatever.
Yeah, because
but with other people's stuff, yeah, period. But you're always pushing out other people's stuff as well. And it's not for, like, that thank you, but you genuinely want to push their stuff out, you know?
Yeah, because if you're the only one popping in your group, you're not popping. And that's really just like, if you're the only one doing
something.
Yeah, if you're the only one doing something and you're not setting nobody else up, you really not popping, bro. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah.
Like, you have to realize that everybody got to eat.
Yeah.
And everybody got to get to it. When I first started acting, there's a lot of people that didn't DM me back or say, "Oh, yo, this is how you do this." I just finished talking to a dude like, "Yo, this is the union. This is that." Because everybody has to eat.
Yeah.
And who am I to be like, "Oh, nah, you can't. You want to do exactly what I do, but you can't eat at my table."
Right.
Like, nah. If you wanna do that, I want to see you succeed. And if you my bro, or if you family, or if you sis,
best friend, like whatever.
I want to see you eat. Like,
yeah.
Cierra's met my mom, so it's like now it's different.
Yeah.
Like, it's not, oh, that's my theater friend. No, it's different.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna promote your stuff, and I'm definitely gonna make your stuff my profile picture.
Yeah. That was a little weird, but it's promoting it.
Yeah, it's definitely like whenever they see me, I want them to see you, basically.
Yeah.
So that's why I only rock I only rock Savage stuff. I don't got Savage on right now, but I got a jean jacket, so I'm covering it up.
Yeah.
And that's why I only rock Premium Geek stuff. I don't got a Premium Geek stuff, but I'm covering it up. But like, when you see me, you see all of the brands that are behind me or that I rock with.
And it's circle of influence too.
Yeah.
Like, let's say, you know, I have friends and they're not doing anything. I'm the only one thriving. I'm the only one out there, you know, doing stuff, creatively thinking and doing stuff, and they're just watching.
Yeah.
Why am I playing and they're on the sideline? Like, you know what I mean? Like, we all need to play. We all need to be.
Yeah. And that's the thing. Like, that's why I wish I did in Loverboy. I wish I would have got more of my friends in there. But
they are there.
Yeah. Next time, definitely.
Yeah.
Like, I was talking to my good friend Misha the other day, and I was like, "Yo, bro, I was thinking of scenes that I could have added, and if we do have to add another one, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna put them. Like, you have to put people in everything, because that might be what they want to do, and they don't know that yet. So even if it's just like a little cameo, and they just, yo, what are we doing?
Yeah, a little hey. Yeah.
It's like you put your friends in there, and you did what you had to do. Whatever they do with that, that's them. But you definitely put people in the position. I mean, that's what you have to do. That's just period. You have to put people in the position.
I had to learn that also. Like, you can't put everybody.
Yeah.
You can't put everybody on the court.
You can't help anybody that doesn't want to help.
Exactly. So, because then when they're in need, the hand is out. But know who your circle is for sure, and know who your support team is.
And start hanging around people that
are like-minded.
Want to do the same thing.
Yeah, like-minded people.
If you all of my group of friends are not actors. Like, I have different friends. Like, people do different stuff, but I'm going to make sure that everybody's drive is the same kind of drive that I have if they're not actors. Now, like, me doing Loverboy, I've made good friends with Tyler, Jace.
Yeah, Jace.
We're going to call him Jace.
Yeah.
But I made good friends with Jace.
And he's growing from this and learning.
And he's doing what he does. And I made good friends with videographers. Like, these are people that, like, were coworkers. Now I talk to them like every day. Yeah. And now I listen to their music and
say their lingo.
Say their language.
Yeah.
So it's like, you have to like sit there and surround yourself
with like-minded people.
Exactly.
Yeah, for sure.
Because if you don't, then you're not gonna find any drive with the people that you're hanging around. So you have to you either have to find it in your group and sit down with everybody and be like, yo, bro, this is what I want to do. If you're not here for me, or if you're not with me, I gotta take this route by myself.
Yeah. And it's okay to do
that.
that.
And that is definitely okay to
like,
say.
no one says you have to
stick with your childhood friends.
For sure. It is okay to be by yourself. It is okay to set yourself apart. Yeah. And I had to learn that so hard. Like, it's okay. It's okay. Because think about it, you came in this world alone.
Yeah.
It's okay, you know? So.
That's the truth.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's really the truth. And it's kind of hard with people being in like a relationship for a long time, because that was my problem. Mm-hmm. Being in a relationship for a long time, and then now you're on your own. It's like, well, dang, this is someone that you
built something with.
Yeah, you built something with, and then it's like, bam, bam, bam. It's like from the time you wake up to the time that you go to sleep, you're talking to that person.
Yeah.
And then when you end that or that stops, it's like, well,
what do I do now? What do I do now? And you're lost.
Like, yeah, you have to reteach yourself. It's okay to be alone.
Yeah.
And that's one issue that I have with the whole patience thing, is being by myself. And being by myself is just like, the only hard part about that is with me having anxiety, is just I start thinking. That's the only hard part.
Yeah. Your mind's racing. Yeah. 24/7.
That's the only hard part. But other than that, I like being alone. Yeah. I like chilling. I like knowing that I have the freedom to do something if I wanted to, but I'd rather just chill.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's really it.
Yeah, that being alone part for sure. Like it's hit home for sure. Because like I had to learn that it's okay.
Because sometimes nobody's gonna be around you. There's gonna be a point in your life where you look around and be like, well, damn, I'm really like alone. Mm-hmm. So it's like even when you chilling, like if you're listening to this and you're chilling in your room right now, oh, you're alone.
You're alone. Yeah, you're alone.
You're alone. So it's like you have to find a way to
keep yourself motivated
and keep yourself busy and active, and just like with anything. And that's what I've learned. But now I'm trying to learn it without my phone.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
That's a big thing.
Yeah, my phone is definitely a distraction. For sure.
That's a distraction for me.
Yeah, because I will get unmotivated by looking at something on my phone.
Yeah.
It would totally get me out of my mood. Like, and I'm already sensitive as it is. So like I would see something and no. I would see something and start crying. Like it's bad.
That's bad.
Yeah, it's bad. Because I'll be in my groove, I'll be working, homework's done, room's clean. I'm working, promoting my podcast, whatever. Huh?
I said, when your homework is done,
it feels the best. It's the best. It's the best. In a clean room, it's a wrap. No, but like I will be in like my groove and then pull out my phone. I'll see something. It flips my whole mood. And I think that's also like something people have to watch out for, is like what you watch, what you listen to. Like you have to cover your ear gates, your eye gates, because it can influence how you think, how you move, who you hang around, who you talk to, how you start talking, all of that. Like I will find myself talking to someone and the next day I'll start talking like them. Like not you, but I'm saying like I'll talk to someone, hear their music, whatever, and the next day I find myself doing that same thing. And it's like, no, that's not me. Like I don't act like that. So it's just circle of influence, what you listen to, what you watch, and
And I'm like the complete opposite. Because if I see something on my phone, I'm not gonna like it. Doesn't like
you're not gonna cry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not. I'm not gonna. I get motivated. Like when I see other people doing stuff, I'm like, yo, I gotta work 10 times harder. Mm-hmm. Like I see I'm not in competition with my friends at all.
Oh, for sure.
So it's like,
not at all.
When I see other people doing stuff, it's like, yo, congratulations.
Yeah.
Now let me figure out how I can get to that. Or now let me see how I can get those followers, or how I can do all that. Like I was talking to Morgan the other day, and she's blowing right now.
Yeah.
Like, she's going crazy.
Yeah.
And it was just like, yo, like, I've never been the one to care about followers, but if I can have people see me and have that follower count, then that would be amazing. So like now I'm talking to her about like teaching me how to promote. Like that's a lot.
Like a mass promoting.
Yeah, and it's just like like when you have those followers, it's like it can be overwhelming
because people are watching you, but it's a good thing that people are watching. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, the opinionated part. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, people are opinionated, but like I ain't never really.
Yeah.
I ain't never really cared.
I cry, but I mean, I don't really.
Yeah, I don't really care about
Yeah.
other people's opinions.
Yeah.
But it's like, as long as it's like a disrespecting.
Yeah.
Like if I know you and you're giving the opinion of like, oh, then it's like that.
But then sometimes it's that opinion where it's like you don't, it's true, but you don't want to hear it.
Yeah.
And I get that a lot. Like, okay, yeah, it's true, but I don't really want to hear that right now. Yeah. But that honest opinion, that's what gets me. But the disrespect, yeah, I don't.
Yeah, the disrespect is crazy.
Yeah, no.
It's been crazy.
We don't do the disrespect.
It's been crazy.
We don't do the disrespect at all. Yeah.
No, I'm talking about. But nah, yeah, like the disrespect when it's like when the opinion is disrespectful, it's like that, and it comes from people that you know, like
it can be
It comes like because it's like it's only it's not disrespect. It doesn't disrespect me because I don't know you. You don't know me from a grain of salt.
Mm-hmm.
But when I know you, and it's like, dang. This is what happens, and this is what that is. It's like, wow, like
really?
That's someone
true colors.
Like that's someone that I really gave the time to, and the fact that you've had a conversation with me and you still can talk like that, is crazy. Mm-hmm. But yeah, you know,
without saying
any names, but yeah, the disrespect is crazy.
Yeah, and I think that. Also, time is a big thing. Like, sometimes I'll feel like I'm running out of time. Like, maybe I'm not doing fast enough, but everyone's path is different. Like, someone can be 10 steps ahead of me, and I'm 5 steps back, but it's my 5 steps, you know? I'm taking the pace and the road that I'm supposed to be taking and not rushing it or just putting out something that's half. But, like, I don't want to say half-assed, but I just said it, but, you know what I mean? Something that's half-assed. No, honestly, I don't want to never put out anything that's half-assed. And I was telling you, like, you give 110%. Like, I was being so serious. Like, he really is dedicated to what he does.
I'm trying.
You are, though. You're very dedicated to what you do. So. Yeah,
and the thing about time is, like, you gotta you have to stop thinking about time.
Yeah.
Like, it's never gonna be on our side. Like, that sounds garbage.
Time keeps going, and you just have to catch up with it.
It sounds garbage to say, but time is never gonna be on your side. Mm-hmm. Regardless of what you do, you can't stop it. You can't stop it real quick and just catch up. So it's like, it's never gonna be on your side. So you have to do what you do. You have to do it at your pace, and you have to do it like you just have to go on and on. And if you don't get it when you want to get it, that's fine. That's completely
okay,
fine.
Yeah.
But as long as you get it at the end of the day, like a lot of people don't blow up in their 20s and 18 and Disney Channel and grow up and have the whole world watching you. Mm-hmm. A lot of people don't do that. And to me, that's not the route that I want to go.
Yeah.
I never wanted to be on like the Disney Channel. Mm-hmm. That's why I came out with a different approach. That's why I did the dramatic stuff before I did the
funny, the cute,
It was just like I don't want Disney or Nickelodeon knocking at my door. I didn't want that.
Yeah.
So it was like I had to take a different approach. But when you do get it, you have to make sure that like it's the best possible you
for you.
Yeah, and you have to make sure that you're ready. Because
that's another the ready thing.
Missed opportunities. You gotta be ready. Like you have to be you have to stay ready so you don't have to get ready.
Yeah.
And that's what I had to learn. That's what my father tells me all the time.
No, my mom too.
Yeah, because it's like if you let opportunity pass you when it's showing, like that's why my dad taught me like if you get an audition, never not do the audition.
Yeah.
If someone sends you an audition, and that's the whole thing with the after we filmed that one day and we edited and I was tired, and then the agency hit me up and was like, yo, we want you to do this just like voiceover audition. And I was like, I'm not doing that. Like, I don't really care.
Opportunity.
But that's
right
an opportunity
mm-hmm.
that could have been missed. And then he was like, yo, you have to do everything. Why don't
why not?
Like you might not make it.
Yeah.
You might not
but
get it.
Trying
but
is the big thing.
You have to try.
Yeah.
You really do. Because if you don't try, then you're not giving yourself like
room to grow, one.
Yeah.
And two, experience. Like that's a huge thing. And that's like something I learned with this, like the whole Loverboy thing is experience. Like I've done auditions before, like growing up, and then like started doing the whole worship leader thing at church. But it was like, was I mentally ready to do it? Because I've gotten callbacks, I've gotten everything else. And as most of you guys know, I was supposed to be going to New York for Archie, the musical, the Broadway musical. Didn't do it because of COVID. That was an opportunity. I was going to do it in contract, everything. But it was like, was I, looking back at it, I was like, I think it was a blessing in disguise, because it was like, was I mentally prepared for to do it?
Yeah.
Broadway, was I mentally, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it would have been a lot. And it would have been a lot. And it would have been a huge transition, me going without my mom, I have family in New York, but aunts, cousins, like, I don't really see them unless it's a family reunion.
Yeah.
You know, so it just would have been a huge transition. I think everything happens for a reason.
Yeah.
And things are meant to be how they're supposed to be.
Yeah.
And we had to learn that with like casting with this, because I was just helping write and promote, like whatever you need me to do, I'm there. But
and like a lot of things happen
change
for a
and shift.
reason.
Yeah, exactly.
Like you have to realize that if like it might not be a part of your plan, but it is a part of the plan.
The plan, yeah.
Like, that's what I had to realize with reshooting.
Yeah.
It's not a part of my plan.
Because if it was your plan, it would have been out.
Done.
Yeah.
But when you go through that, and when you are going through doing a project, not everything is going to be going according to plan.
Yeah.
Cierra was 1 week not in the film. Then the next 2 days,
literally,
she was in the film. So it's like, and that's like that's the truth.
Yeah.
And that's not a part of the plan. That's not what we wanted to happen. That's what happened. And
everything happens for a reason.
Yeah, like if it wasn't for my good buddy Mars now, we wouldn't have reshot a lot of the stuff. And when you guys seen it, you guys would have probably been like, this is good.
All right.
It's not what everybody was like. But now when you see it, it's like, oh my gosh, this is good.
Yeah.
So it's like I don't surprise myself a lot. Like I know what I'm willing to do and what I'm capable to do, but when I when I looked at some of the stuff and I don't want to sit in on the editing process. Just that, and that's just because I'm like I don't know how to do that.
Yeah.
But I do sit in. But when I'm looking at it, it's like, oh my gosh, like I did this.
Yeah, and even like when you show me like little clips, even though I don't like looking at myself like on, even though I like taking pictures a lot, but I don't like looking and hearing at it. But even when you show me, it's like, oh my God, that's a sense of excitement because it's happening.
Yeah.
Like to hear him just like call and be like, hey, I have this idea. Are you down?
And that happened
then
months
now,
ago.
Literally. And then
that's
now,
crazy.
Yeah, that is crazy. Then now it's like, all right, look at this piece that they just edited. Like, really? Yeah, oh, wow. Like, it's actually getting done.
And that's a lot. Because it's really like, wow.
Yeah.
Like, a couple of months ago,
it was literally, no, not at all.
We weren't here.
Weren't promoting, didn't have filming, edit, like, it wasn't a production, you know?
It wasn't here. It was just a thought.
It literally was a thought.
It was a thought. And the fact that I can see it now is crazy.
Yeah.
So it's like
you did it. Yeah.
Like, and that's really exciting and that's really amazing. So it's just like, yeah, it's gonna happen, bro. You have to wait. Patience. And yeah, take your time. And another thing with the taking your time, not everyone needs to see it. Nobody is beating your door down for a lot of the stuff. That's what I wish I would have did with Loverboy, because if I had the chance to redo it, y'all wouldn't even know. Like y'all would know because I would talk about it, but y'all wouldn't know what it is. Y'all wouldn't know if it was like a movie, a TV show, or whatever.
Yeah.
y'all wouldn't know. When I made my first post about Loverboy, it was Thanksgiving. So it's like Thanksgiving to now, that's crazy.
Yeah, that is crazy.
And y'all seen like bits and pieces of the film. Y'all ain't seen no trailers.
Yeah.
Y'all seen the auditions, and y'all seen like
they didn't even see the auditions.
No, not auditions, but y'all seen the post like, oh, this is what we're looking for. But
when we were like looking for people, put it on Backstage and got like people from Australia. I was like,
that was really cool.
That was wild.
That was really cool. When we put it on Backstage, you really see like,
you can literally search up Loverboy, our names, and it was on there.
Yeah, and for some people, it was like top page stuff.
Yeah.
Because it was like, this fits you. And Backstage is really cool if you want to do like...
Put something out there.
I don't want to plug.
Backstage.
I mean, but yeah, it's like really cool if you want to put something out there, and if you are an actor and you're looking for stuff to do.
Or need people for something.
Yeah.
Put it on there.
Like, and...
Because all the people that audition, like, thank you for auditioning because they were vulnerable enough to put themselves out there, to send an audition tape. You know, that takes a lot.
They saw something. Like,
they saw something in Loverboy. Yeah.
Like, I'm going to be honest. When I'm on Backstage, I'm not, like, I don't submit or anything if it doesn't, like, feel right to me.
Yeah.
Like, the whole Backstage thing is really cool because, like, you can pick and choose what you want to do. But if it doesn't feel right to me, I'm not going to apply myself.
Yeah.
But with Loverboy and a lot of people that submitted their auditions and said, hey, I want to audition, it was amazing because it was like, yo, like, they feel like
this is for them.
Like that's amazing.
And it made us feel like we're doing something right because it made us feel like we're doing something right because people are actually interested in it.
Yeah, and that's beautiful.
Yeah.
So
So for the people that like are asking about I want to be an actor, like where do I even start? Because like we were talking about time, we were talking about just do it, but like where do I even start? You started with the Monologue Mondays, and, but putting you by yourself. Yeah,
Monologue Mondays was like a cool idea. Don't steal mine.
They're gonna do Monologue Mondays after this.
Monologue Mondays is like, it was something that I had thought of, and I was like, you know what, I want to get solidified in acting, and I want people to know that I'm acting, and that's what I want to do. And I was claiming that I was an actor, but I had nothing. I had no
credentials.
I had no headshots. I had nothing. So it was
actor started.
Yeah.
Started back.
Like I like a lot of people start acting and they're young and like they're doing it and they've been doing it and they have headshots and application and like and like their age range, what they can play,
all that. Yeah.
But I started
just saying you were an actor.
Saying I was an actor. And then I started with Monologue Monday, and I would post a monologue every Monday, and I was really consistent, using my hashtags, using promotion, and a lot of people wasn't promoting me. Like, that's what I'm saying.
Or it'll be like hit or miss. Like they'll like some of them, and then the other ones.
And then it's like,
oh, this is all right, but this one was really good. Like it'll be wishy-washy.
And it's like, you really try to shy away from that. But when you are first starting, it's like, oh, the numbers. But like when you stop caring about the numbers, I promise you do good.
You'll go far.
You do way better. Like,
because your mindset isn't
the
numbers at that point. Your mindset is, oh, I'm doing it. Let me keep going and be consistent. All that.
Yeah, because I'm gonna be honest. When I first moved here, it was basketball.
It was basketball.
Yeah. Because like it was like, and that's what set me apart. Because I'm already, like, I've been told, like, when you hear my name, it's like, oh, well, that's different. What does he do?
Yeah.
And it's like, then it's like, what does he look like? What does he look like? Because it's like, you hear praise, and then it's like, oh, I probably never heard that before.
Yeah.
Even if you did hear it, it's like, okay, now you're intrigued. And then you hear that I'm black and I'm an actor and I'm a writer and I've made my own film and I've done this and I've done that. It's like, oh, that's so different.
Yeah, it is.
And if you want to proceed and like do that, please do it. Mm-hmm. Like, there's no reason for us as a community to be underneath one stereotype. And there's no reason for us to be like, oh, I'm good at this, so I'm gonna do this. I'm good at sports, so I'm
gonna do
sports.
You don't have to do just one thing.
Yeah,
and I was telling you, okay, so he doesn't believe that I played basketball freshman year, but I played and I quit. But I did look.
I ain't believe it.
Look. Oh. That's literally me. Anyway, I just showed him a picture of me playing basketball when I was younger. I played everything. I played basketball, tennis, I cheered, I did gymnastics, dance, you name it. Act, sing, church, everything.
I'm looking for more stuff.
And so, Anyway, I did everything. And, like, I was always told you don't have to do one thing. And it took a toll because, like, I'm trying to do everything, but it really does benefit me because I have everything under my belt. Like, you need something, I can do it. You need to talk in Spanish, I can talk for you. You know what I mean? Like, I can do it all. But especially coming in.
Different because, she does a lot.
I do a lot. And it can be tiring, especially with my schedule, doing a lot and then always wanting to go to sleep at 7 o'clock. It doesn't work. Sometimes. But, sometimes. Right. But I am able to do a lot because I put myself out there to do a lot, and I was asked before I became senior class president, I was asked, she literally looked at me, I guess it was like one of those moments where your dad looked at you and was like, do you even want to do this? She literally asked me, sat me down and was like, do you think you can handle it? And I kind of got like offensive or like offended. I was like, I think I wouldn't interview for it, I wouldn't put myself out there for it if I didn't think I could handle it. Like, I think I'm the best person for this position. And that's with anything, like with sports, all that. Like, I feel like I put myself in those positions because I know I can do it.
Yeah,
and that's just that.
And then that's the best way to think about yourself.
Yeah.
Like, you are. Why not you?
Why not? Yeah.
So it's like you have to think about yourself like that. Like, it's not cocky, and like I said, I've been humble my whole life because I could have really did it to you.
I don't even know if that's supposed to mean did it to you.
I could have really been in your face saying, yo, I'm that. I'm him, da-da-da. But I ain't never been that. Mm-hmm. Like, even with theater, it's like, okay, I've always played back to back. Mm-hmm. Like, okay, hey, like, I'm praised. We're meeting each other for the first time. This is what we're going to do. Mm-hmm. And it's like, when you are playing that role and you are just humble and you don't talk much and you don't talk to a lot of people because you know how you are, you kind of get lost in it. And then you have to prove to yourself that you can do that. Yeah. And then when you do, it's like, oh. Like,
those pick-me-up moments.
Yeah. And those are like the best moments.
Yeah, they are.
Because you show yourself that it's done and you can do that. Like, when we got done, when we were finished
our rap,
I was going on Instagram, going stupid. Like, it was like 10 o'clock.
Literally. Talking about, I wrote, I produced.
Yeah, I was just like, I was going stupid. But that was me being humble and everything and just.
But it was one of those moments was like, man, I did it.
Yeah, and it came
like
off.
For you, not anyone else, not us.
It came off. Cocky, but it was like, dang, like, I really.
You owe it to yourself to feel that way.
Because I was like, I ain't never been the one to say, oh, I wrote, I do this. I was just like, yeah, I act. My name is Praise. But now when I got done with that, it was just like, yo, bro, I'm him. Like, I wrote, I produced, I directed. Like, I had a hand in everything.
Yeah.
So it was just like, yeah.
I don't even know how you feel because, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, it was your idea, your thought, and now it's real. Like, that's crazy.
And like, yeah, it was just me sitting down and being tired of not doing anything. Because in quarantine, it was like, okay, you're in quarantine. There's nothing for you to do.
Yeah.
What can you do to show that, like, this is what you want to do? This is something, like, if you start something up in quarantine, to me, this is the hardest time to do anything.
Yeah.
You have no motivation.
Can't just drive to an audition.
Yeah.
That was another thing for me. I can't just
to
go and...
And you don't get direct feedback. You're just sending it in. And it's just like you have no motivation.
Yeah. Because like coming into quarantine, we just finished Adams.
Yeah.
And
that was amazing.
Literally, it was. Yeah. Yeah. Period. Shout out to Zaria. And yeah, she snapped. And we just finished Adams, and literally, when I mean just finished, just finished. It was that day. It was the next day. We weren't back in school. They were like 2 weeks. No, it turned into August, September. Now. Yeah, she's saying now. Yeah. So coming from that, and then being home, it's like, oh, I'll see them again next week. Like, I'll see them again, whatever. Not at all. Yeah, like I'm now in front of a computer, tired, drained. Listening to lectures, like what can I do to keep myself motivated? Because a lot of people get depressed during these times. A lot of people get mentally not there because it's like, man, can't see my friends, I still saw my friends, but I can't see my friends, can't go to work, can't do what you do that's normal. But
now everything is like safety. Like you have to tippy toe around stuff. And that's just for your safety. Yeah, for sure. But it's like when you are during, when you're in these times, you have to dig deep within and tell yourself, like, okay, if this is what I want, this is what I have to do. Yeah. Because it's like...
No matter what setback. Yeah. Like, quarantine, that was a setback. But it's like, no, if I really want it, I'm going to go after it. I'm going to get it.
And it's, you have to. And, if you're driven, you have to. Mm-hmm. There are some days where I couldn't go to sleep without acting, or I couldn't physically do anything if I didn't get it done. Man, there's some monologues on my page where I'm like, it's 2 a.m. That shows you.
No one would know that though. Yeah. Unless you said it.
It was 2 a.m. getting it done, doing what I gotta do. So it all comes from within you. Mm-hmm. And if you can't find that, you have to really ask yourself if this is what you want to do. Yeah. If you cannot put yourself in that position to find it within you, you have to ask yourself and be like, you have to sit down and be like, yo, because there's some days where I don't want to do it.
No, for sure. There's some days I don't want to get out of bed at all. There's some days, and it's okay to have those days though. Yeah. It's perfectly fine, because there are days that you don't want to do anything, and I've had those days for sure. But then it's days where it's like, okay, no, it's like I have to get up, I have to start doing it.
Yeah, but every day has to be a day where you get up and do something. Yeah. If it's not a big step, it has to be a little step. Mm-hmm. Or if it's not, at least make sure that you are doing something.
There was this I think it was this motivational speaker or someone, and I saw it on Instagram, on YouTube, it was on everywhere. And he was like, every day I make up my bed. I don't know if you saw it. You know what I'm talking about? He was like, because I accomplished something that day by making up my bed. So it's like...
And I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah. Every time I leave the house, I make my bed.
Or do something.
When I wake up, I make up my bed. Because if I go outside, and this is what he was saying, he was like, if I go outside and I have a terrible day, or if I don't get anything done, at least I come home to a made up bed. Yeah. And at least I achieved that.
One thing out of the whole day.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And it was at least I made up my bed, at least I made sure everything was straight. And then when I left the house, it didn't matter whatever happened then.
Throughout the day.
It shows you different things, because it's you can't control everything. Yeah. And that's what it really comes to. You cannot control a lot. If you have, that's what I had to learn. I'm acting, I'm producing, whatever, but I can't control everything. Yeah. Somebody's gonna have to step in and help, and somebody's gonna have to step in and say
Can't do it on your own. Yeah. We said, okay, yeah, it's okay to be on your own or to be by yourself, but you can't do it on your own. Yeah, you can't.
And if you want to do that, you can.
Hey.
Try it, but no.
It's just not going to work. The world's too big for you to be doing something on your own. Yeah.
You can never say that you've never had help. Someone has helped you. Someone has said something to you to help you. So you can never say, oh, I never had help. You can't say that. Somebody has put you in a position. Like, regardless if someone was disrespectful to me, they still put me in a position.
Yeah.
Like, that's why I never crap on anyone. Because they probably helped me in some way. Or I probably helped them in some way.
Mm-hmm.
So I can't.
Or influence.
Yeah. Because a lot of y'all be biting. A lot of y'all just be stealing, and I see it. Everybody sees it, but it's like, yo, like I've influenced you
in some way.
In some way,
yeah.
And regardless if you give flowers or not, you never want to crap on someone because they have helped you
in some way. Yeah.
In some way, like you'll never see me like, oh, I'm better than him or I'm da da da. Cause like if it wasn't for him posting a video or if it wasn't for her posting a video, I wouldn't want to like be like, oh, I gotta get up, I gotta do something. So it's like that's influencing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like you have to give flowers, like you really do, cause there's some days where it's like you get inspired by anything. Anything can inspire you. Like you have to try, and when you do try, you have to make sure that you shout out everybody that helped you along the way. Mm-hmm. That's why when I was like talking to one of my friends and he was like, yo, are you gonna put like everybody like that helped you in Loverboy? Mm-hmm. Hell yeah.
Why wouldn't I?
Why wouldn't I do that?
Because you didn't do it on your own.
And I didn't do it on my own. And it goes back to the thing where we said where it's like, when you put in something, like you want to make sure that your friends get into it, I'm definitely going to put my friends in the credits. The credits is definitely going to say Andre, Ralph, and Meech, and Jay Sean is definitely going to say that.
Yeah. Because
they've helped me being on doing Loverboy, I can't focus on that. I can't give that 100% of my attention. Because if I do, I'm going to go crazy.
Yeah.
So the little times where I go play pool with my friends, or I go do that with my friends, I go listen to music with my friends, and I go hang out. It's like, dang, they took my mind off of that.
Yeah.
And now I'm refreshed.
Because like you said, you have a life. Like you gotta live. You gotta do. You do have to.
You
have to live. Yeah. Have
if you
besides.
don't have a life, then
I don't know.
Yeah, bro. You can't. It's okay to be a workaholic, but you can't.
You gotta breathe at one point. Because you're gonna get overwhelmed if you don't.
And you have to step back and look at yourself and like, that's what you like. Even if it's just that, you have to take a break. Like if we were fighting for 15 minutes, you're gonna get tired. It's like somebody's gonna have to be like,
out.
Okay, let me breathe. So it's like you have to take that mental break and
be proud of yourself for the things that you've done already. Like you accomplished so much.
Yeah, and if it's not like. If it's not big, it doesn't matter. Yeah. That's the thing. That's what we have to realize as people. If it's not big, it does not matter. At least you did it. At least you did it. Somebody's going to see it. At least you did it. Yeah. If you promote it, somebody's going to see it. So it's like, if you want to do that, and if you have so much confidence in yourself to do that, you have to just try it. And you have to go, and you have to do it. Yeah. Because who knows? Why not you? And who knows?
Because the only way your thought, your dream, or whatever it is going to become a reality is if you go after it.
And it only takes one.
Yeah.
It only takes one time. If you keep hitting the brick wall, it gotta fall down.
Eventually.
Yeah. It has to. And so it's like.
That was a good analogy. Yeah.
It only takes. Well, shout out to my dad.
Yeah. Okay.
It only takes one time.
He told you that.
Yeah, it's like it only takes one time, and if you make that one shot, that might be it. Like
shooter's gonna shoot.
Yeah, shooter's gonna shoot.
I know. I play basketball.
You gotta just shoot that shot.
Yeah, shooters are gonna shoot.
In anything. But what do you call it? Yeah, I wanted to talk about new projects.
Okay.
So Yeah.
As you should.
I'm gonna talk about everything. So when we do finish editing and
Loverboy's out,
I definitely gonna have another short film. A shorter film.
Yeah,
It's
film.
not gonna be a movie, hopefully. But if it is, you never know. It is what it is. And I want to do something. I want to call it argument, and I want to take you through like everything and the whole what stems from each other. So if I yelled at you and you were my girlfriend and I'm yelling at you, I have to take it back and show you why the problem is the problem. And I have to take it back from my dad yelling at me or somebody being abusive to me.
Where it derives from.
And and I want to just show that in the whole arguments. I want to do that. I'm definitely gonna try to do that. So yeah. Another thing is that Loverboy 2 is definitely something. Loverboy 2 is definitely something. Yeah, I'm not gonna say too much on Loverboy 2. Y'all just got to see 1.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, once y'all see 1, y'all know where it's gonna stem from, and y'all know where it's gonna come from, and just do everything. I'm also working with a lot of people. I've been writing a lot. Some of it is music.
I was gonna ask, music question mark?
Some of it is songs. You probably will hear one of my songs in the movie.
Do you want to shout out your songs that are already out?
No. At the end, you will definitely hear something, and I definitely am gonna shoot a music video for that. And that should be out after Loverboy. But yeah, it's all coming.
Yeah.
It's
full circle.
Yeah. Is a lot is gonna happen.
Full circle.
A lot's gonna happen. I'm not gonna give you guys a timeline, but it's happening, and it's gonna happen quick.
Yeah.
Just let me get my 2 weeks. Let me take my 2-week break, and I promise you.
You need to like social distance yourself from the world before you can.
Let me just take my 2-week break.
Yeah.
That's all I ask. If you're watching this, Dad, let me take my 2-week break. Let me just.
You know he's gonna listen or watch this.
Let me stop working for 2 weeks.
I just need a break.
Go away.
Yeah.
Just something.
Yeah.
We need to do something.
And that's how I felt too. Even though I'm not like as like doing everything with you, but like I needed time. I think I started doing the college tours because I just need to make sure what my decision is.
Yeah.
Going
definitely
forward.
You need to do something else.
Yeah.
If you're
like we said, take a step back, take a breather.
Yeah, you gotta do something else, bro.
Yeah.
Like you gotta have hobbies. You gotta have.
You gotta sleep.
Stuff.
Sleep is important.
Sleep is really important.
Sleep is important.
That's another thing. Sleep is really important. I'm finding myself taking more naps, cause like, if you're not leveled, you're not here. You're not.
If you're up all the time.
Yeah.
Sometimes it can take a toll.
Yeah, and I'm up all the time. So
you are.
When you're up all the time, and you have to get up, and you gotta go to school, and you gotta do this. It's okay to take a nap. Mm-hmm. It's okay to take 2.
I know. I take a lot of naps.
Yeah, you just gotta chill out. And like, you have to just center yourself. If you're not centered, then you're not really working to the best of your ability.
Mm-hmm. And eat right too. Yeah, you gotta eat. You gotta drink water.
You gotta drink water.
Stay hydrated.
You gotta drink water.
Not for the skin.
I mean,
it's good for the skin. Mm-hmm. I have the best skin.
I ain't gonna say that. Yeah, what's gonna comment? And
so we had some questions. The Q&A.
I bet.
So we did some questions with the first episode, and they were real personal, but I mean I answered them to the best of my ability. So he has some questions for.
I don't know what these questions are.
Yeah, no, he doesn't know what they are. They're not bad. A lot of them were repetitive, so I kind of like narrowed them down. So yeah, we're gonna get the first question.
Okay. How and when did you start acting?
I started acting. Yeah, it's cool. I'll talk about it again.
Okay.
I started acting when I was 10 years old. It really started off of me being on Instagram and just being funny on Instagram. And that's when I like got my whole like
rhythm going.
Yeah, rhythm going, and it was like it was more comedy at first. Like it was comedy. I'm pretty funny.
You try to be the next Kevin Hart, question mark?
No, I wasn't Kevin Hart.
Yeah, but yeah, you're pretty funny.
I'm pretty funny,
Mm-hmm.
and it was just started off as comedy, so it was like comedy and just like videos like that. Then when I got picked up by the radio station, it was like okay. Then it was like then it started to really pick up when I moved here, cause like after the radio station, I wasn't doing anything. I was going through a lot in New York and just being me in New York. Then I stopped posting the comedy videos, and it was just like, oh well, dang, like what's next?
Yeah.
And my father always says, I can't wait till I see your passion, because I can't wait to see what wakes you up. And we thought it was basketball. It's not basketball. It's not basketball. But when I moved here and I got to know and see what it like, when I got to know and just see the whole theater thing and just be around the cast for the first time and do all that, I figured out that that's what that was, and that's how I started acting.
Should I answer the question too? Like,
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
hey, can you ask it again?
I want to ask, can I ask?
Yeah.
How and when did you start acting?
There we go. Okay. How and when? When I know it was definitely around 10.
You heard that?
It was what? What?
Go on.
What? Oh, it was definitely around like 10 years old. I did a lot of like plays in school and.
I was like, okay.
Huh?
Yeah. There was like a note in there.
Oh wow. Oh, I guess that's a singer, but we're gonna talk about that. Anyway. No, but it was definitely around 10. I did a lot of like school productions because I went to a Montessori school. So like we always had like something in the fall, something in the spring, something when we were bored. They were like, let's just do a production. So I was always doing something in school. So I did a lot of that. I was in the band a lot. So I started incorporating that because we did plays where we would act and then they would have the band in the play. It was kind of weird, but yeah. So I started when I was 10, and really I just like being someone different for like a duration of time.
Yeah,
like I like, yeah. And I did a lot of characters. I did Annie. I did this like bear thing, this Pirate of the Caribbean thing. Like I did a lot of stuff, and then I started going outside of school and doing auditions, and it was really based around singing though instead of acting, but it incorporated both. And shout out to my mom because like she was the one that was like, let's do it. Yeah, she's a goat. And yeah, so I guess that's how I started. When I started acting was 10, and how just going to auditions and in school. So yeah,
that's really good.
What would you say are some of your biggest accomplishments?
Biggest accomplishments, definitely learning what my passion was. Loverboy, huge accomplishment. And finding friends. That was another big accomplishment, because it was like me being from New York, it was different because not everybody's your friend in New York. But when I moved down here, it was like a culture switch. So it was just like everybody's nice and everybody's saying hi, but you still have the snakes. But it's like it's more brighter over here. In New York, it was like, oh, they're gonna let you know. like you gonna know, like, oh, I don't mess with you. I don't rock with you. So it's like it's different. But when everybody come down, it's like, hey, how you doing? Da-da-da. And it's like I don't know you. When you talking to me.
Yeah.
So it was like it was different, and it was like when I came here, it was way more exciting than I thought it was gonna be, and when I finally found my set group of friends, it was just like, oh.
You want to shout them out, your friend?
I mean, like Saye, Tasai, Tyler, Jayshawn, Meech, Andre, Ralph, Rain, Truth, Callie, you. There's yeah, I'm probably missing some names. I'm so sorry.
They
That's fine.
know. They know though.
I didn't want to.
Yeah. Okay. I'll take it out if you want me to.
Nah, you can keep it.
Okay.
Damn, I always be missing names.
That's why I write mine down. Like,
I be missing names. But yeah, those are my 3 biggest accomplishments. Finding out my passion, moving, and friends.
I think mine. I think mine definitely has to be my confidence. Like, that's like my biggest accomplishment because I'm very headstrong, but then I'm also like real to myself. Like, I talk a lot and I'm like love to be in front of people and talking. But I like cry. I like to be by myself watching movies, like whatever. So I think that's like one of my biggest accomplishments is my confidence, like on and off screen or on and off in front of people. Also, I would say this, like actually doing something that's my own and not through organization, a company, or whatever the case is.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is a big accomplishment for sure.
Yeah, starting up your own business is...
That's big, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Another thing with the new, my production company is gonna be Cloud 7 Productions.
You decided, okay.
And yeah,
That's huge.
That's gonna be what everything is under. Cloud 7
Productions.
And yeah, that's everything. That's me. That's just what it is. That's what you're gonna see at the end of the movie. You're gonna see Influence Legacies at the end of the movie. Just everything.
But how did you guys meet?
Technically, I knew of hers in freshman year.
Yeah.
We had the same health class.
I knew of Cierra. She had a crush on my best friend.
I did. We don't talk about that though, because
She had a
it
crush
was
on my best friend, Andre.
yeah.
Shout out to Andre.
Yeah, shout out Andre and Jordan. Love
And
her.
Jordan.
Yeah. So yeah, I knew of him through health class, but I never talked to him. I just saw him.
If you ask a lot of people that question, they knew of me before they knew me.
Knew you, yeah.
But
how do we actually meet?
Theater. But I don't know when.
I don't know the exact day or date.
Theater.
Sad. I don't know.
It wasn't Adams. I know it was before Adams. It was either.
I have a feeling because I know, and I did Putnam, so that's 10th grade year.
I wasn't helping.
You saw it though.
Yeah, I seen it.
So maybe he says, I don't know.
Why don't we? When did I?
It was definitely at Mally Creek.
It was definitely
through theater before maybe 10th grade year.
And I've had a conversation with you, like.
Not 9th grade year though, because I didn't talk to you. I didn't talk to you. I was trying to talk to. I was trying to talk to your friend. I was not talking to you to talk to him. I don't know.
It was, yeah. It had to be after 10th grade.
10th grade year.
Because I didn't start getting into theater until 10th grade year. You didn't do Please Hang Up.
I only did one X freshman year, and this year.
You didn't do
Our Place, any of that.
You didn't do the Cabaret.
Mm-mm. It was through theater. We don't know the exact.
Yeah, it was through theater though.
We don't know the exact thing. Yeah, that's sad.
Yeah,
that's sad.
But after 10th grade year.
For sure. Okay.
Can I skip this one? Like, what's the status? What's going on?
Sierra's my friend.
We're friends.
Sierra's my friend.
Yeah.
And we can't post each other while we're out because people think that we're dating.
Yeah, we're just friends.
Yeah.
That's it. Nothing more, nothing less.
They don't think we can.
No, we're not.
We're not.
I'm being so serious. I'm so serious. We're just friends.
They don't think we capping. They don't think we capping.
We're not capping.
You can't say it like that.
And you can't look at me and say, they're gonna think we're capping. Yeah, we're just we're just friends.
Yeah, we sound suspect.
We do. You're making it that way, that's why. No, I don't know. We're just friends.
Next question.
I think us saying it even more is making it.
That's crazy. Next question.
Okay, so what are your plans after high school?
I'm gonna stay here for one more year, then ATL. I already got some stuff plan, get out there, get some auditions under my belt, do some stuff. But you never know. That's what I want to happen. But you never know. I got a movie coming out.
You don't know what's gonna take off after.
Yeah, so I got a movie coming out. I got different stuff coming out. So I never know.
Yeah.
My plan, I want to get as much done, release it, and then move to ATL. But Loverboy might shoot me. Some crazy. Someone just up. It's only up from here. So yeah, that's my plans after high school, up from here.
That should have been your senior quote. Did you have a senior quote?
Yeah.
What's your senior quote?
If you're reading this, I'm already famous already.
I'm dead. That is so cheesy, but I mean,
it might be the truth.
it might be true. Yeah, I think mine was
Like, shoot for the stars. Live, laugh, love.
Yeah, literally. I mean, I think mine was my legacy will inspire others. That was mine. Yeah, cause like, yeah.
Where you get that from? That's yours?
That's me. That's all me.
Mine was me. Mine was me.
Yeah.
I thought of it. I ain't never seen nobody else.
I seen it.
You did? Dang. I should have went with the other one. My other one was gonna be I wish we knew we were in the good times when they actually were good times. Something like that. But yeah.
Man. Well, I think my yeah, it's already submitted. My plans after high school, I'll be going to
Ooh, she was about to slip up.
I'll be going to college, but for sports management and kinesiology.
Tell them where.
We don't know where.
Not where. Tell them where you're, like, the state.
No. You tell them, yeah. No.
Cali is the mission. Cali is the mission.
I don't know. Sorry, what do you think? You
What do
think
you
Cali is a mission? She's don't
Did
say
you know?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
She's coming with me. She's coming with me to the.
Whoa, wait, y'all go to the same college?
No.
Oh.
She's coming with me on the tours. My sure tours. I'm calling them like my making sure.
I need to start a GoFundMe though.
Yeah, we both quit our jobs. We're literally traveling with no money.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so I'll be going to school.
California is the mission.
I mean,
Or
wherever
my
you
heart
need to be, wherever you
I
need
will
to be
be.
is where you will be.
She's gonna be like 3 days away. It's gonna be hella long.
That just gives you an excuse to come to Cali.
I'm gonna be in Cali,
There you go.
but not for long. How would you say excuse to come to Cali?
I don't know, because we're just friends. Anyway, next question.
Next question, please.
So the last question that was on there, and you guys kind of already talked about it a little bit, but just like who your biggest supporters are.
You sound like an interviewer.
My dad and my mom and my friends. They always pick me up, and they always tear me down when they need to. Cause I always say Meech kind of keeps me level-headed. Cause he's like, yo, you're not popping. like he be like, yo, you could do more. Like, and then they always tell me when I'm falling off. So it's like you gotta have all of like the supporters. You have to have people to keep you level-headed. Cause you can't get big-headed. But if you have people around you that says, oh, yo, bro, like you got it. Like you have to do better.
Mm-hmm.
Like or like, oh, you.
I know
off.
you can.
Yeah, cause like there's been a lot of moments where I just haven't been posting monologues. I've been chilling, and then I'll be like, yo, bro, you fell off. I'll be like, oh.
What happened to, yeah.
And I just start making stuff.
Biggest supporters, my mom, for sure. And Raina, shout out Raina. She's the best. No, but,
Shout out to Raina.
yeah.
She don't mess with
Yeah,
you.
he didn't pass the vibe check. But, no, seriously, shout out to my mom. She's definitely my biggest supporter. Like, she preaches like, she preaches just if you want something, I'm gonna be there 10 toes behind you, like no matter what, you know. And so she for sure, and my friends, you know, shout out Zaria, she's always there to hear me cry and scream and sing or whatever the case is. So yeah, shout out to my friends and my grandma, shout out to her.
Your grandma, just have to make sure you put that in there.
Yeah. And no. Okay. Was that it? Was that all the questions? Okay, so anything else that you want to tell them? And you talked about future projects. You gave your shout outs, a little shout out. Yeah. Is there anything else you want to say? Okay. Oh, okay. Live Q&A. Hey, why not?
If there is anything that you just want people to take away from just like who you are, what you stand for, just, ending, whatever. Just what do you want, like that one or two things that you want people to take away?
One thing, you can't judge a book by its cover, and you really can't. Because a lot of people tend to judge my character off of just what they see. And like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not chill all the time. I'm pretty wild, and I'm pretty, like there's stuff that I have done that can make you perceive me that way, but until you sit down and have like a conversation with me, you'll never experience me.
Yeah.
And another thing that I want people to take away, like as just the ending or just me being like done, I gave it my all. Like I tried. Like I if you don't say, or if I can't say, I never made it, I never did what I wanted to do, I tried. And that's all that really matters. Mm-hmm. I gave you 110
in the moment,
and I gave you everything. So you can never say, praise never try.
Yeah.
So that's what I want you to take away. Never judge me by my cover. Never judge me by what you see, but judge me by my actions and how I talk to you, my mannerisms, and judge me by not judge me, but freaking what did I say?
Knowing that you gave it your all.
Yeah. I gave it my all. I gave it 110%. Mm-hmm. Like what Cierra says, like he gives it 110%. I try to make sure that that's everything that I give, because I feel as if there's no other way. And I know if I know that I walked away and I gave you 110%, and you got the best out of me every time, I'm happy.
You did your job.
Yeah,
Yes.
I do my job with that.
Mm-hmm.
So.
And I just want to say I'm so proud of you, because like just seeing you grow over the past couple months and like years too. Like I said, I knew of you freshman year, but then getting to know you more, like I'm really, really proud of like the person you're becoming and the actor you're becoming too. Like you're doing it. So yeah.
And a lot of people forgot.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people forgot that I can get that.
That you can act?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When Kate was like, I
forgot you can act. Yeah.
I
because, and especially because emotions too, like I'm not saying the scenes, but going from hype with your best friend to yelling at your best friend, like.
And that's the biggest thing. I wish we would have got like behind the scenes, but like before, like when we like finish like a happy scene, we usually do like a sad scene after, and like as soon as we done with like the happy scene, you can kind of see me like like
trying to get in the zone,
like getting in my zone and like talking to myself and just like not talking to a lot of people, or just being focused and being calm, and
reading
like,
over lines, whatever.
Yeah, just trying to get into that, so like you can just see me like, okay, like you can just see me like building that character and building what I need to be in that moment. So yeah, then that takes us back to like the character. Like playing a character is the best thing that you can do.
Yeah.
I mean, I've acted, she's acted, Cierra has acted. She can tell you, everybody can tell you that when you play a character for a certain amount of time, that's literally the best thing that you can do. Because
I'm no longer Cierra. I'm no longer myself, so.
And regardless, you can talk the same. You can, like, your character does not have to have an accent.
But in that moment, you're not yourself.
You're not yourself.
At all.
And when you're done playing that character, it was always told to us, like, this is the last night you're gonna ever play that character again. So give it your all. Yeah. And that's what you have to learn, because it's like, I'm gonna give it my all. This is the last night that I'm playing this character. Let me give it my all.
And I know for me, like every night I play it like it's my last. Like I have to, because you never know what could happen. But I make sure that everything that I do it with excellence, because it can be your last.
It definitely can. You never know. So that's why you gotta give it 110% all the time,
and do everything like it's your last, because it can be. So
you never know.
You never know. I just wanted to say thank you so much for doing this. I know it wasn't going to be no like question about it. Like it was.
I'm definitely doing this.
Yeah. So
I'll definitely do it again.
Okay, you want to be back?
Bro, we're gonna do another one. After the movie drops, we're definitely gonna
do another one. Yeah, a post interview.
Yeah, because it's gonna be some time. You're gonna see growth from the first one.
Yeah.
My man's gonna have like a camera.
Yeah.
Audio. We're gonna be in like a studio.
Right.
It's different.
It's gonna
be definitely different.
It will be.
Growth.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah. I want to leave you guys with something like, okay, chase your dreams, bro.
You're getting close to the camera, like.
Chase your dreams.
Yeah.
And it's like kind of cliche, but it's like, it's not. You can do it. And you always have to think to yourself, why not me? Why can't I do it? But when you are chasing your dreams, you have to think of it like, okay, this is what I want to do. And you have to be sure of what you want to do, because it can get hard. And you can have those days where you're tired and you're mentally tired and you don't want to do it anymore. But I promise you, the payout and the way it's going to end is just, it's something that you cannot compare to anything else. So you have to chase your dreams, regardless of what anyone says, regardless if your family tells you can't do it. Because it's been some times where that's been the case. So you just have to continue to push. And I promise you, it's all going to work out, regardless whatever you do. It's all in the plan. Yeah. Even if it's not in your plan, it's all in the plan. So yeah, that's it.
There we go. Some insightful words for sure.
Yeah.
Also, you guys be on the lookout for the website drop that is coming soon and photo shoot. I don't know if you can see my shirt.
Stand up, let me see your shirt.
I'm so short.
Let me see your shirt. You're too tall.
Yeah. I'm tall, but like on the camera. Yeah. Yeah, period. Okay. And it's going to be on the website. It's going to be in select stores as well. So,
look out for everything.
We're working. We're working. We're putting in the work.
You got to look out for everything, though. Look out for this.
More episodes. Yeah.
More episodes, websites, content.
Just our face in general. Like, you're just going to see our face on everything. Yeah. Everything moving.
Yeah. Because you're really going to watch this and be like, oh, that's them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's us.
Yeah.
Or me.
That's you.
Yeah.
That's me.
Both separately.
We're separately.
Both separately.
Yes.
Separately.
Not sold.
We're sold separately. You said that's us. You said that's us. We're not dating, but I promise you we're not.
You just meant for you to say it again. Oh. For you to say
I know.
All right, yeah, that's it. All right, yeah, that's it. All right.